Welcome to Sports with Charity Chambers.
This just in, breaking news. For the first time in NFL history, an NFL team claims that they don't want to win this season. They said they don't want to win any games. They don't want to be champions. They don't want to be Super Bowl champions. Now you're probably thinking, why would a team say this? And I'm here to tell you, I'm pretty dumbfounded myself. I still don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I'm hoping you can help me figure this out together. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what team said that. Earlier today, the Cleveland Browns announced that Josh McCown was going to be starting over Johnny Manziel. A week after Johnny Manziel had proven himself. A week after Johnny did amazing. After Johnny made his first start of the season after going to rehab this past year. After getting his act together. He looked phenomenal. He looked great. So now you want to go with the quarterback who in his 13 years in professional football has been with 10 different teams? That's crazy. Why would you do that? If a quarterback has been with 10 different teams, and might I add, one of those teams was in the United Football League midway through his professional football career, and two of the NFL teams, he was only a part of the off-season squad or a practice squad member. That is not a quarterback who I want to set my franchise around. That is not a quarterback I ever want to have on my team. That is not a quarterback I need. That is not a quarterback who should be in the NFL. Plain blank and simple. Quarterback who's been with 10 different teams in his 13 years in the NFL, that says something right there. That says that he can't produce what he needs to produce in the NFL. And you would think the Browns would look at the fact that he's had over 1,600 passing attempts and the pass completion rate for that is 58.8. And not only that, but this one is the best fact of them all, in my opinion. He has had almost as many interceptions as he had touchdowns in his 13-year career. He's had 61 touchdowns and 59 interceptions. 2 less interceptions than he's had touchdowns. And I don't know if you guys know this, but that's not a good stat to have as an NFL quarterback, as any quarterback for that matter. So why would the Browns pick him to start over Johnny when Johnny has proven that he can do it? Now, I understand this. A lot of people are saying, well, they want Josh McCown to start. They want him to start because if Johnny started already, if he was named the starter, he would probably be benched again by mid-October because of the losses that they would have. Not because it would be Johnny's fault by any means, but because that the Browns don't have the proper personnel. And we all know the Browns do not have the proper personnel it takes to win playoff games, to win championships. But at least give Johnny that chance. But people are saying, no. Let's let McCown play. Let's let him do his thing. Let's let him lose all these games. And then we can put in Johnny at the end of the season and see what he can do. No. It's time out for all of that. Y'all did that last year with Brian Hoyer. Y'all did that last year to Johnny, and it's not okay. You cannot keep doing that because you know what's going to happen? You did that to Johnny last year with Brian Hoyer. You're doing that with him, with Josh McCown. Next year, what happens when you bring in another quarterback? You're going to sit Johnny down on the bench, and he's going to be second string again. He's going to be your backup quarterback, and that's not okay. You're saying that he's only capable of being a backup when you have your starting quarterback who throws as many interceptions as he does touchdowns. That doesn't make sense at all. Give him the same chance that you give these other quarterbacks. Build your franchise around Johnny, someone who can potentially make you a ton of money if you utilize him correctly, if you let him be great, if you let him do what he does. And I just don't understand what the Browns have against Johnny. What's stopping them from letting him start, let him prove his worth? If he was given the same chance as Brian Hoyer, Josh McCown, I know for a fact that he would prove everybody wrong. Everybody that thinks that he's not as good as he's supposed to be. I know Johnny would prove it wrong. But matter of fact is, he hasn't been given that chance. And that's not okay. It's not okay for you to give somebody a chance who's been in the league for 13 years with 10 different professional teams, for you to give him a chance over Johnny. That makes no logical sense at all. I cannot stress that enough. And it's time out for that. If I'm Johnny, I'm thinking, this is my last year going through this. This is my last year putting up with this. I cannot deal with this. This isn't fair to me. And honestly, I could see him being a great fit with Chip Kelly. I know Chip Kelly is having a lot of issues right now, but I think Johnny would be a good fit for the way Chip Kelly runs his offense and the Eagles. I think that Chip Kelly would allow Johnny to be himself, not try to change him. Let him simply be great. And I'm going to keep saying that. Let Johnny be great. And if I'm a player right now, other than Johnny, if I'm a player, I don't want to play for a coach or a general manager who doesn't want to win. I would be furious with the fact that they picked McCown over Manziel. So with all that being said, I'm just going to sum it up really quick. Browns coaching staff, y'all are stupid. Y'all don't know what y'all are doing, or either you do, you just, I guess like I said, you just don't want to win, which is crazy and stupid in its own. Oh, and one last thing. In my last video, my last NFL Week 3 game prediction video where I predict all the winners of Week 3 in the NFL, I said the Browns were going to beat the Raiders. I take that back. The Raiders are going to beat the Browns. I hope they beat the Browns. I really want them to beat the Browns with Josh McCown as a starter. So there you have it. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below what you think about this whole situation. Share this with your friends on Facebook. See what they think about it. All right, thanks so much for watching Sports with Charity. I'm Charity Chambers, and you've just been scooped.